is a bit of a breaking news video. I'm playing Call of Duty right now, I'm recording some content, but I've just gone onto Twitter and on social media, and if you haven't heard, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, the former CEO of World Wrestling Entertainment, the boss for many years, I think since like the early 70s when he bought it from his father, has announced on Twitter, at 77, time for me to retire. Thank you, WWE Universe. Then, now, forever together. This has actually just blown my mind. I mean, I wasn't going to do any sort of WWE videos or anything like that for a while, but I've literally just seen the news now, and I know I'm playing Call of Duty Vanguard, so this is a totally weird game to be playing while talking about WWE. But like I said, the news came as such a massive shock, and I just wanted to do like a little video / live stream. As the news has just broken, just to basically say, you know, how shocked I am to see this in a way, because there's probably going to be some wrestling fans that are happy about this news, because obviously I know there's a few people who don't particularly like Vince McMahon. There might be some people who are saddened to see him retire. I mean, I am in a way, you know, a little bit. First of all, I just want to say, you know, I think Vince McMahon, what he's done with the wrestling business, but I think what he's done for wrestling or sports entertainment, he transformed it into a small regional type business into a business that's a global phenomenon at this point. You know, that's one of the biggest, you know, and probably well recognized companies in the world. He's been part of some of wrestling's greatest moments, and it's just absolutely mind-blowing. I mean, me and I think, you know, all my friends who love watching professional wrestling, who know about Vince McMahon, we used to joke about, you know, he probably would never retire. He'd be in that chair until his final breath type scenario. We thought he'd just keep going and going. But obviously we know that, as I'm sure you guys all probably know, there was like a scandal that happened with the him making some let's just say some payments to some former employees of the World Wrestling and of World Wrestling Entertainment. So that was obviously a bit of an interesting thing that happened. Obviously Stephanie McMahon took temporarily charge of WWE, but it looks like now she is completely going to be in complete control of World Wrestling Entertainment. I hope her and obviously you know, Triple H, I'm guessing, will also be like co-in charge. He's got the second, I think, or third highest position in WWE, after John Laurinaitis also has officially been, you know, said he's done with that now. I mean, it's just, I'm in total shock. I might not keep this live stream up, I might, you know, keep it up. It's just, like I say, I was on Call of Duty, and then all of a sudden I just see something on Facebook that, you know, Vince had retired. I thought it was going to be a bit of a joke. I'm like, this is fake, this. I'm like, I'm going to check Twitter right now to see if it's real, and it was real, or it is real. This is one of those big moments where it's kind of like, you know, I never thought I'd see it almost, even though I know Vince McMahon is in his 70s and everything else. It's one of those moments where you just weren't expecting it to happen. And I mean, what a night for Vince to retire. I honestly thought if he was going to retire, he might have waited until either SummerSlam, which is obviously like the second biggest event of the year, or potentially next year's WrestleMania. I thought he'd go out at like WrestleMania weekend and do it that way, but he just tweeted it. I mean, obviously, I suppose the questions are, will he be on SmackDown tonight now? I personally hope he is, so all the fans can give him a last sort of big thank you. I mean, look, you might love what he's done with professional wrestling, you know, making it into the big sports entertainment franchise that we know and love today. You might not like him at all, you might hate what he's done with professional wrestling and everything like that. You know, you can argue that he's the best promoter in the world, you can argue that he's not the best promoter in the world, you can argue his product is the best, and you know, you could also argue that it's not the best. You can have all these different arguments, but there's one thing no one can deny. It's the fact that he's made such an amazing impact and you know, he's done so much with wrestling entertainment, and I think he was very smart in what he did, because obviously he took over wrestling, or the WWF as it was known back then, when it was just a small regional, when there was like loads of different territories in America. But Vince was kind of like that first man to see when obviously cable was coming in. He saw how big wrestling could get, and he was on the ball constantly with stuff like that. And I think, you know, at the end of the day, he could have just sat back and, you know, run the company behind the scenes, but he kept coming out. He was part of arguably WWE's biggest rivalry with Stone Cold Steve Austin. If that rivalry hadn't have happened, who knows? We might be looking at WCW rather than WWE right now. You just never know. And yeah, it's just mind-blowing to think what would have happened. But, you know, I think, you know, whether you agree with a lot of his booking or whether you don't, I know I've brought it up a couple of times now, I think you can never deny Vince McMahon was, especially in the early days, a genius, I think. And there will never be, in my opinion, another wrestling figure like Vince McMahon. TK will never get close to him. You know, with all due respect to Tony Khan, he won't get the level of fan reaction, I think, to what Vince McMahon got, whether it was a heel or a babyface. You know, I'm not going to stand here and say I think everything, you know, was perfect with WWE, but at the end of the day, it's like he made WWE the biggest wrestling promotion in the world. I'm saying biggest, not necessarily the best, but the biggest. And I'm just saying, you know, again, this is probably the biggest thing we will see for a very long time in the world of professional wrestling. And I'm going to end this live stream by just simply saying, again, I know it's a weird one, the fact that I'm playing Call of Duty, but I just wanted to make this live stream while it's brand new to me. Thank you, Vince. I think, you know, that's going to trend all over social media. Maybe there'll be a few people who will despise, you know, that, but you know, everyone's entitled to their own opinions and everything. But honestly, for me, even though I know Vince McMahon will never see this or anything like that, you know, I just want to say, Vince McMahon, thank you for everything you've done for the world of professional wrestling. You know, WWE, especially when I was, you know, when I was younger and I was getting bullied quite a lot. You know, I'd come home, I'd watch WWE and they'd cheer me up. You've been an amazing character, from what I've heard, you know, off screen as well as on screen. I think everyone would agree with me on that. And enjoy your retirement. I hope, you know, that you can enjoy your retirement. And yeah, good luck to, I believe it's Stephanie McMahon who's now in charge. Good luck to obviously her and the future WWE. I know they'll do fantastically. But yeah, it's honestly an end of an era. Anyway guys, yeah, thanks for watching this weird live stream. It's just, as this news was breaking, I just wanted to give you guys my thoughts on it. And I'll probably try to do a full or longer video about Vince McMahon. Maybe over the weekend if, you know, if I have chance to. But anyway, thank you very much for watching this weird live stream. If you have enjoyed, please do leave a like rating, subscribe if you're new, and also guys, maybe comment down below your favourite Vince McMahon moment. And until next time, it's adios. Ooh. There we go.